Hey, Bargain Bluebeard here. Haven't been on in a while, but I'm starting to do some organizing and cleaning out stuff, and I just wanted to show you what I did with my pantry. Now I'm going to show you how small my pantry is here. This is about all the room I have for my canned goods, my oils, my spices, and stuff like that. So first I had to clean out my spices, and I had to pull everything out. Of course I had extras, so I got rid of the extras. I combined what I could, anything that was expired or old. I seriously had spices that I bought at a home party from early in my marriage. I had to pitch. I couldn't believe it. Anyways, what I did was, instead of running out to the Dollar Tree and getting more containers, I decided that I was going to look in my basement. And I found these little loaf pans down there. There were 6 of them for $1, and I had bought them at the Dollar Tree, but I never used them at Christmas time to bake bread. So I thought, oh, those are perfect. I'm going to use those. So I divided into zones. I've got my spices, I've got my baking items, I've got my oils and my sauces, I've got my canned goods, and then down here in this other dollar store container that I bought a while back, I put my refills. So here's what I did with my spices. I can put, these are my everyday ones. As you can see, I have it labeled every day. I can pull these out and use these whenever. Granulated garlic powder, I use that too. Okay, this is my taco seasoning that I make, and I just set that right on top of there. Exotic spices, these are things like cumin and curry, and I actually have my chili powder here too. Stuff I don't use all the time. These are my rubs. Things I put on chicken. This one in the back is kind of heavy for this, for the loaf pan, but I can just pull that out like that. But what's really cool is I can pull them all out like this. Here's my taco. But I don't have to really, I don't have to pull everything out to find one thing. These are my lesser used ones, so they're back in the corner here. Okay, I'm going to put back my garlic powder, and I'm going to put back my everyday ones. And of course I have my everyday stuff up front here, and the stuff I use less at the back here. Same thing here with this stuff. My sea salt and my kosher salt are at the back, along with my Caro syrup. I don't use this so much. And then I put my more frequently used baking items here in the front. And then if I do need something from the back, it's great. I can just, pull this whole thing out, and voila, I can grab what I need from back there. My salt and my sprays, I use these quite often, so they're easily accessible for me right here. Same thing here. I can pull this out, and I can grab my canola oil if I need it. And what else? Oh, there's my soy sauce way back there if I ever need it, because I don't cook with soy sauce very often. And then my tahini is back here, and apple cider vinegar. We use that sometimes too. So, but it's really easy to grab stuff. This particular basket is really cool. It's kind of, if you see, it's kind of like crooked there. I got this at Target. This came from the dollar store, and this is another row of, I've got my white wine vinegar, Worcestershire sauce, balsamic vinegar. I can just pull that out if I need it. Canned goods. Okay, canned goods right here. I don't have a lot of canned goods right now. I have a tendency to buy way too many canned goods. So I've really pared myself down here, and I'm trying to be careful how many I bring in, especially in the summer months. I can actually run to the store more often in the summer months, and even though I might see a sale, I might not stock up with quite as many. I tend to do more stocking up in the winter time when the weather's bad and I don't maybe get out as much. And I will stock extra things in the basement, but my goal here really is to not have to run down into my basement all the time. If you live in a small home like I do, you totally get that. And I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from. And then of course down here in this bin, this is all my refills. My unopened ketchup, unopened mustard, unopened Worcestershire sauce, unopened extra virgin olive oil. If I'm looking to see if I need something, it's down here. and I can just look real quick, and then if I need to pull it up to one of these other cupboards, shelves here, I can. And then I can replace it when I know it's gone. So this is pretty much filled with just things I use all the time. Like I said, I do zones. I do, you know, from least used to the most used, you know, keep right up front the things that I use more often. But this is probably basically about it for my pantry and the amount of space I have. And I have just learned over the years that I have to work smarter, I have to think smarter, I have to think about how I organize things, and I just can't have a ton of stuff like some people might have in a larger home. So anyways, that is my video on how I organized my small pantry. If you live in a small home and you have a small pantry or cupboards you're organizing, I'd really love to hear from you about how you handle your organizing. And I want to thank you if you've watched this video till the end. And this is Bargain Bluebird signing off. I will see you next time.